angle. Hey, YouTubers. Raven here. And today we're doing The Flash.
Season 9, episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's my party. I want to.
Yeah. Overall, what did you think of the episode?
I thought it was interesting.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm so white. Jeez Louise.
I can't tell. I just have your icon on my screen. So.
When you go back and watch the videos on YouTube, you'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Okay, so Ramsey comes back. They all drink this thing, and like he, puts them all in this like state and like takes them through all these different things, and gets in their head and it was cool to see Dick and it was cool to see Oliver again, and Wally. The Telegra stuff was really cute, like it always. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I liked the episode overall.
I liked it too overall, but
like it was a nice episode. There were a few things that I was like really like,
yeah.
Barry said, "I won't let you infect me again," or something like that, right? And then he's like, "Oh, Barry, I already have."
To Ramsey?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you drank the champagne, right? Like, it was in your glass. You drank part of him already. Like, he's in you. Whether like, dude,
sparkling cider for Iris, champagne for you.
Right. But like everybody except Iris drank the champagne, right? But they all drank. I mean, except for Chester because he doesn't drink. He's a golden boy. Anyways, like, I mean, he does drink. Obviously, he was holding up a bottle with best of them, but like, I mean, he was. Allegra was there sipping on what was it, wine or something, and he's there.
Yeah, he just didn't. He just didn't this time. I love how at the beginning
just doesn't do champagne.
And 30, flirty, and thriving. It just totally made me think 13 going on. I just said,
right.
Oh my god.
I totally forgot that he gained an extra 3 years. I forgot that was a thing. But
again.
I was like, Barry, like you're a scientist. Like, even if you're not a scientist, regular train of thought, I drank the champagne that everybody else did. Gee, I wonder if he's already infected me.
Like, no, but like I had to like think about it. I was like, wait, why is he 30 again? And then I'm like, oh,
right?
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, what's going on? But I enjoyed that, the party. It did seem a little stiff when they were doing the toast.
Oh my gosh.
Right at the end, they're doing the karaoke.
That was great.
Was it the end or the beginning? I can't remember. was at the end or the beginning?
What, when they say wannabe?
Uh-huh.
Near the beginning. That was like near the beginning.
Right.
That like they were
good, though.
it was after Chester gave up that thing to like mask her identity.
Right.
And then he comes in dirty, and Cecile and Kramer are singing Wannabe.
Yeah. That was priceless. Like, I had no words for that. Like, none at all.
I was just like, yeah.
What am I watching?
Yeah. Diggle's looking good with the beard.
He is. He is.
It suits him. I think it suits him.
It does. I love the fact that like they gave reasons as to why Keon wasn't there. There's a long line for the cake. It's like, okay, but you would have called ahead, so it's not like you're waiting for them to do anything. You're just getting the cake and leaving. Like there's generally an extra little spot you can go. Hey, I ordered a cake. Give me it so I can go pay for it. Or you probably already paid for it. Like you don't wait in line at the register to get the cake you ordered. I mean, unless you ordered it from like a specialty cake shop. But like, yeah, any freaking deli, you just walk over to the side. I ordered a cake. This is my name. Okay, here's your cake. Bye. Like that's how we go. You know, like, and I'm doing. How is there a long? This line is massive. Like, when did she get there? Like, I'm just like, what's going on here? The Wally stuff was really interesting. You know, like you knew living with his mom was bad. But you never really knew to what extent. And then seeing that, it's like, oh, like there's no other word for that. Like I mean, obviously, I mean there is, you know, but like at the same time, you're like, I'm sorry. Like, how do you like? You can't express those words like in enough of a manner that it would really make a difference in the person's life. You know, it's like I was like,
yeah.
Like I feel so bad for Wally.
You
know,
and all of those like things that they showed of like Joe and Iris and like all of them was like, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I can see where he kind of felt sometimes that Barry stole his life, you know? But at the same time, no one knew he existed. So, not stealing if he didn't know he did. But I don't know, like the way Barry saved him, the words he used, I'm like, that was it. That's all it took. Like I was like expecting some huge rousing speech, and I got Joe and I love you, and I'm like, apparently that's enough for him. 2 facts of which he already knew. Because Barry has said it multiple times in this episode. And I'm like, repeating yourself magically makes it all better, and he's able to fight back now. Like, what is this? That aggravated me.
I know, right?
Like, his speeches have been getting less and less exceptional, and I am not here for that at all.
Oh, berries?
Yes. Like, I don't know. Like, this season, his, give him your best type speeches or whatever, is not. There's a certain quality that he used to have in his speeches, and those are like, it's not there anymore. I mean, it's been missing off and on for the last couple seasons, but you really feel it this season. Because each speech he's made, I've kind of been like, well, that was extremely lackluster. Especially when he gives a speech that ends up saving the day. That's always exceptionally more lackluster than it used to be. And I don't know, it's just, I expect more from him, and I'm not getting it. I mean, at least be on par with where you used to be. I'm not expecting like anything above and beyond what you used to say. Just actually give me something to work with here. Not Joe and I love you. Now you're saved. I've said it 15 other times this episode. But magically this final time works. Like, I'm sorry, but what?
No, I agree. Like,
yeah. I don't know. It's just, I did enjoy seeing Wally again.
I wonder, like, in the last 4 episodes too.
He's gonna be back in the last 4?
I wonder if he's going to.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe not, I cut this chip.
I mean, at least Ray.
Hi. What?
Because they literally took away his disease and they took away his powers, so he cannot harm anyone anymore.
Right? That sucker gets to live life in prison. Argus prison. Come on now.
He's not. That cannot be defeated. Like. I mean, do you really want to be immortal and like everybody else dies and you're literally the only person left standing? I mean, come on, dude.
That's not his goal. His goal is to infect everyone so that everyone is immortal.
Still.
I mean, everyone would be related, and then you'd also have some of them that were married, and that's just really weird. But okay. Oh, you married your brother, married your sister. Like, Because they said, because like he calls, like blood work is like brother or sister. It's like, okay, but some.
I mean, it was cool to see.
It was cool to see what?
Caitlin.
Oh yes. And I mean, it was sad seeing Frost's body.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, just I thought it was kind of funny that like he took him to like a universe where he was just a TV show because he is literally just a
Oh
TV
my
show.
gosh, yeah, that was
I flashed
weird.
back to Supernatural, girl. Like I had Supernatural
Oh.
flashbacks.
No, I know. Like after you mentioned that just now, it literally made me think of the Supernatural episode. Now, not when I was watching that part, but like right now when you mentioned it again. Like,
yeah, no, I straight up Supernatural for when I saw that. I was like, "Are we pulling a Supernatural stunt here?" And then you sat
I mean, they were on the same network.
I'm like, yeah, right. But yeah, so that was kind of interesting. I enjoyed that a little bit. The PSA they were trying to have him do, I was like, what?
That was so random.
Right. But I mean, again, it was just trying to point out to him that he loses everyone. Which I mean, I'm sorry, but that was Oliver's shtick, not Barry's. You know?
Yeah. But like when he saw Oliver and he realized that like he was dead because Wally had killed him, and he's like, "Who's gonna help? Who's gonna save everyone? Iris, the baby. Like, who's gonna be there for that?" I'm just like, no.
Right.
Like I knew that it would like get fixed and everything, but I was just still like for a second I was like sad because I'm like, no.
I was like, Barry, get the hell over yourself and move on. Like seriously, come on, it's gonna work out. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I guess
when
I wasn't
Ollie
really
said
sad.
that, right?
I wasn't really sad. I just was like thinking. For a second, I was kind of like, oh, well, he's not actually dead. He's gonna be okay. Like, you know.
Well, he is actually dead. He did actually completely irrevocably die. But with Ollie's powers, he was able to bring him back from the dead.
Yeah.
But he couldn't because Barry had Oliver issues.
But at least the multiverse is back.
Right? I mean, we knew it was, or at least, I mean, I knew it was. Did you?
But like when we saw like the bow that Diggle like showed to Barry, oh my gosh, like
I flipped.
And he was like, I can't believe it's been and I'm thinking, wait, it has been 3 years since Arrow ended. What the heck? Like,
right?
Oh my gosh.
Where'd the time go? And then you're like, oh, right. There was an entire
It ended in January of 2020. Like,
right? You forget there's an entire year where you didn't get any TV shows.
Yeah, it ended in January of 2020. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so do you want to talk about the stuff he said about Diggle then?
Yeah. So at the end, right? Oh wait, before that, Ramsey did bring up something interesting that I need Wally to check into. Okay, I need to know. Is Jesse still alive? I need Jessie Quick in my life. Like, we don't have to like have a show with her or anything. Like, I just need to know she's okay.
Maybe we'll see her again in the last episode.
Right,
maybe her and Wally will be reunited and he'll find out that she's alive because she's back. And then they'll be reunited.
Right. I mean, also, I mean, he's going through visiting, he's like visiting the past stuff, at least in the next episode. which I'm also pissed about.
Yeah.
Wait,
what?
The preview that you showed me, I'm pissed about that.
Oh yeah.
As well as like Oliver's
and that is okay. Diggle. And that promo, which aired the first episode last night, is the first of the last 4 episodes.
Yeah.
First part of the last.
I know. I know. Okay, anyway, so Diggle. Okay.
Part
Ollie
1
told Diggle that the box was strictly a temptation for him. And that he did the right thing, throwing it out and denying it.
And I'm just kind of like, is Oliver like not even allowing him to like be the next Green Lantern or Green Arrow or whatever he's supposed to be?
Lantern. Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And then he used one of the lines that's a Green Lantern pledge for when they charge their rings. To say that like his future is bright or something like that. I forget what exactly he said. And you know, I like the moment he said it, I was like, that's part of the pledge that they say when they charge their rings. He doesn't have the why. He got rid of his ring. There's no reason to say any part of the Green Lantern pledge at all. Like GTFO.
It sounded like Oliver just said, because he threw it out, his days were going to be brighter because he was going to get to be with his family. It didn't sound like it had anything to do with the pledge.
No, I know. But the words he used, like his days are going to be brighter. Like it's a play on the pledge. In brightest day, in darkest night, let no evil escape my sight. Or in brightest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. And something. So it's like your brightest days are ahead of you. I'm like, dude. And brightest day and darkest night, like GTFO, Oliver. Seriously. I was so done in that moment. I was like, no. Okay, looking at Diggle's life on Earth right now. Like, he has kids. He has a wife. On again, off again wife, whatever. He's got her. And he has his kids. And he's also kind of semi-helping Felicity with her kids. So it's like, he's got a lot on his plate. And like, it's still not okay to tell him that he threw it out, that it was okay. And that it was just a box of temptation, because that's not what it was. It's not just a box of temptation. Like, it was meant for him. Now, this version of him, like, the longer it's been since I watched the episode, granted, I watched it like half an hour ago. But like, the longer I think about it, this version of him does have more to live for on Earth. Right? Like, he's got his family. And he's got all these kids that he's helping raise. And like, I get that aspect, but the way Oliver said it just irks me. It's like he didn't give the box the reverence that it deserves. Like, he's that's just a trinket. It was just a box of temptation. You can't forget it. You did the right thing. Like,
yeah.
It's more than that, and it deserves more than just 2 lines of dialogue. Like, that's a whole journey. That's a life-altering path. Like that's a destiny that he denied himself. And you're gonna flippantly say, "Oh, it was just a temptation. You did the right thing."
I mean, excuse me. Are we getting a Green Lantern show? Or
they kept saying it, and then everything went quiet. So I think it might have been canceled. I mean, I haven't looked
along with so many other things that Warner Brothers was to do, because Warner Brothers is trying to merge with whatever the crap they're trying to merge with.
Right.
But anyway, I get that. Like I would like to see him be the Green Lantern too.
Mm-hmm. Like, period, no ifs, ands, or buts. Diggle is the Green Lantern. He has to be. I do not care that this version of Diggle did not accept the ring, because he has solid reasons why, right? But you do not just treat the ring like a thing of garbage in dialogue that's 2 sentences long.
Yeah.
Like, that is not how you treat the history that ring has. No. That's beyond not okay. And because they said that it was okay that Diggle threw the ring away because it wasn't for him. I mean, it was for him, like I had stated recently. But this version of him on this Earth in the multiverse, I mean, there's gonna be versions of him that took the ring and didn't take the ring, right? There's gonna be versions of him that took the ring and then turned yellow instead of green. Like, there's gonna be versions that are red instead of green. I'm pretty sure there'll probably be a version that's violet and a version that is blue. Orange. I don't know about orange.
Yeah,
though.
probably.
He's not a very selfish person.
Since we only have about 7 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. Right. But before that, hold on. I do expect there to be at least a glimpse. I don't care if it's a teasing, like, look through the multiverse, like the whole like Flash thing in the first couple seasons where he was traveling like so fast and we got to see Killer Frost before we got Earth 2, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that was what season 1, when he was trying to open a time portal.
Heck if I know.
I don't know. But we saw like Barry in prison, like we saw Killer Frost from Earth 2, like, we saw all this. Remember that? Like,
yeah.
I don't care if it's in a loop or whatever that is similar to that. They're better, for the love of all that is mighty and holy, be a picture of freaking John Diggle in that damn Green Lantern outfit.
Haven't we seen a picture of him in the outfit though?
That's just press release pictures that were meant to hype up a show that might not be happening. And they just did this line of dialogue to cover their butt.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it does happen.
The show probably got canceled.
I'd like to see him as Green Lantern.
Right. But if the show is canceled because everything went quiet, like if the show is canceled, then this was a line of dialogue that covered the fact that the show's canceled. So this is the reason that they can fall back on that show's not happening.
Yeah.
But you better freaking see a picture of John Diggle in that green ass costume. Like, no, I can't. Like, And that version of him best get with hot girl. Like, no. Best get with hot girl. Best couple right there.
Yeah, they are. Especially in Justice League.
Right?
In the
I mean, they
animated
have a kid in the
Justice.
future. So
We need to continue Justice League at some point, too.
we do. We haven't even gotten to my favorite time travel episodes yet.
You can finally finish Jodie's Doctor now because this last special is on there.
I know, and I haven't had the
I'm just
time.
like,
Maybe
I
this
want
weekend.
to talk about it with you. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. So we don't really probably have time to talk about what the hell is happening in the promo, but
Well, you know,
yeah.
But before we
So-
talk about the promo, I do want to say that we're going to be doing the next 4 episodes in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So
I think
you
I
will
think
not
we
be.
I mean, I think that that's a good idea. We could do it
Mhm.
each in 4 parts, but I think it would be better to just kind of cover the first 2 and the last 2.
Yeah. So we'll be doing it in 2 parts. The next review you get won't be just part 1. It will be part 1 and part 2.
It'll be 10
And then and then you'll get 3 and 4.
Yeah, we'll get episode 3. Well, you'll get part 3 and part 4, episode 12 and episode 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so I don't know when you want to watch the one that was just on last night. If you just want to wait until next week and watch both episodes, or I don't know how you want to do it, but
I'll probably watch it twice.
Yeah.
Or at least watch highlights from it next week because I want to see what happens. So I'll probably watch it this weekend. Okay. So since we got that announcement out of the way, let's talk about the freaking promo for part 1. I'm angry. If you guys can't already tell, we ended the review on an angry note just so that I can continue to be angry and do the review for the promo.
Yes, but you're more angry about this than you are about Diggle.
Oh, I am so much more angry. Okay, do you have any thoughts on this before I rant?
I mean, it looks like it's just him going back in the past and timeline stuff and him encountering his parents again and like all of these things. Like, I really don't know what is going to happen. Like, it's all, I mean, these are the last 4 episodes. Like, what happens in these last 4 episodes is literally how the show is going to end. So, like, I'm scared, but I'm also interested. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I really want to believe that Eric Wallace is gonna do right by the fans because he's a fan too, and you know, I hope that it ends up the way that it's supposed to. So
yeah. I swear if it doesn't freaking end with Iris pushing out twins, I'm like,
or at least having twins within the last 4 episodes at some point.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be in the final moments of the episode.
No,
I would prefer that she have the babies. I would prefer that she have the babies before the final moment of the episode.
Yes, but I'm just saying that this better happen within these 4 episodes.
I know.
Like,
I
okay. So, Eobarthon.
It has to be a multiverse Eobard. It has to be.
It better freaking be a multiverse version of him because that would kill his heroic death.
Yeah.
Freaking dude had a crisis of conscience and turned good.
Yeah.
Like, he was cursed to forever be the, like, the Watcher of a moment in time that changed the alteration of history in Legends of Tomorrow. And
well, that's why I'm tempted to just watch this first part like this weekend, because I want to know what the heck is going to happen.
Right. Like, I need to know, because I am so angry. Like, he had a great hero arc. I loved that whole thing where, like, he was like, he discussed why he had a crisis of conscience and how he turned from evil to good, because he realized that this is something that needed to be done, and he was proud of himself. He had a stature to him when he was doing the job of the Watcher that he didn't have when he was Eobard Thawne, Barry's arch nemesis. You know, like, he had this gravitas with himself. Like, it was, he carried himself differently. Like, he was proud, and he, like, he loved what he did. Like, it wasn't something that was forced or anything like that. It was just something that happened naturally. And like, I love that, because like, going back and thinking about like how his character, like, at least in the comics, I forget how he became Reverse Flash in the TV show, but like, in the comics, he was just a fan of the Flash. Read in the lore, he read about the Flash and found out that he was the Flash's enemy, because like, he was the number one fan of the Flash type stuff, like, centuries into the future. And then he read the history of the Flash and found out that, well, he had an arch nemesis, the Reverse Flash, and the Reverse's Flash name was Eobard Thawne, and that was his name. And he was like, well, if I have to sacrifice myself to help, you know, and then he kind of got into the role and actually became the villain that we know.
Yeah.
But it started out that he was just a huge fan and he wanted to meet his hero, and then he found out that he was supposed to be the villain that made his hero into the hero that he became. Like, so he was destined to play that role, and he's like, I have to accept that. And then, like, with that bird, like, looking at it from that perspective, and then coming over to the Legends episode where he realized what was happening and the importance of his role of the Watcher, and seeing that he was no longer evil anymore, it was like he became the person he was meant to be if he never found out that he was supposed to be the Reverse Flash. Like, that's who he was supposed to grow up to be, is just some guy that did the right thing.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, yes, the Flash does sometimes F up people's lives. But it's just like, and now they're going to ruin the redemption arc that they gave him. And like, it was like, he was captured and he was imprisoned, and we have no idea. I think he said how long he was there for, but I don't remember like how long he was a Watcher. And I'm pretty sure that was the title they used. I don't know. But like, I mean, his hatred for Barry transcended death itself, because he kept resurrecting to come back and screw with Barry's life. So there had to be something in him that when he did the Watcher, like when he became the Watcher, there had to be something in him that like he had to release his hatred. And that is for someone who had enough hatred in himself for Barry to become a freaking Reaper, like a Flash Reaper. He was a Flash Reaper for a while. He was a Reaper. And it's just like, for someone to hate Barry so much that they would resurrect, that they would do all this stuff to come back and kill him, make his life even worse, whatever he wanted to do, like, that he would turn his life around and become a good guy. You don't screw with that. Like, I'm so angry. Like, I can't even express it. Like, don't screw with that. If this is not an alternate version of him from a different Earth, I'm gonna flip my shit, and it will not be pretty. Because, like, we established that all these shows are in the same universe. That now they're all on the same Earth, right? I mean, except for Superman, because he went off on his own little Earth and we don't exist anymore. That's fine. Screw him. I don't like the actor for the role anyways, so because all I see is Wolf Boy from Teen Wolf. It's just, you can't screw with a different show's timeline because it's part of your timeline. I can't. I just. I can't. I really can't. I'm so. Oh, like, I can't even. I don't even know how to explain how angry I am. I have to watch it so that I know if I'm right or wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will be ecstatic.
Yeah.
Ecstatic. But
yeah, I know. I hope that
yeah. But the idea of going back and seeing his parents and not being able to tell them that I'm your son. Whew.
I know.
Like, oh my,
because Barry can't. He knows that if he screws up the timeline again, he's done for. Like, he can't do that anymore. I mean, I think he knows enough about his future, and he knows enough now that he's accepted it and he's more okay with it than he used to be. And regardless of what happens, as long as he has Iris and he has his family, he'll be fine. And
totally.
So, I think, because, like, you saw him in the promo, he was standing in front of Eobard and he showed no malice. He showed no anger, like he was mad or angry at him and he wanted to kill him. It's like they were literally just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, so.
But
Barry
he has to be the supervillain of the series, right?
Yeah, and Barry has grown significantly from all of that to where he's able to face somebody like Eobard, who has
killed his mom
and has tried to kill him multiple times, and
who married Iris in an alternate universe or an alternate future. I'm sorry.
Not everything. But okay.
I mean, it happened though, right?
It did happen. You and Chad both do virus to bother me now, and it's
virus forever.
virus. I don't like it. Anyway,
Well,
like
just putting their last names together is
he
so
will
unoriginal.
What?
I said just putting their last names together is so unoriginal.
But that's what they do with like every couple. They put like either their first names together or their last names together. Like
Yes, but
Mondler
it's not
for
their
Monica
full
and
name.
Chandler.
Yes. But that's modular. Like, it's not West and Allen. I mean, they could have went Westelin, and I would have been okay.
I still like West Allen better than Virus, though. Regardless.
Like, I mean, that's just Iris's last name because she hyphenated. Like, they're like, okay, we're just gonna use Iris's
I mean,
last
that's
name
true.
as her
It
shit
is,
title.
but like, they've been called West Allen even before Iris hyphenated. So,
well, technically, we found out she hyphenated in season 1. So,
yeah, but still, yeah. So, it just sounds too much like Virus, and they are not a virus because I love them. So I just don't like
they're
it.
a virus that infected my heart.
No.
Yes. They've infected my heart to the very depths of my being.
I will never be okay with that ship name. I'm sorry, but I won't. I mean, Mondler is a combination of their first names, Monica Chandler, so Mondler.
Mm-hmm.
And then Finchel on Glee is Finn and Rachel.
Yeah. But you see how they took parts of the names?
Emma is Will and Emma. Sam Sadie's is Sam and Mercedes. Britannia is Brittany and Santana.
Forever. Santana forever. Britannia.
No, I see. Usually it's first names, but they have done last names. Like,
well, I don't care if it's the last names. It's just like, don't just give me their full last name and merge them together.
I know. Anyway.
Yeah. So
that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have 10 and 11, or part 1 and part 2, 10 and 11 in one review, and then 12 and 13, part 3 and 4 are gonna be in the next review.
Yes. Yep. Oh boy. 2 more reviews left.
May 24th. May 24th is the series finale.
Yeah. Did you see the tweet that he was sent out when he was done with it?
Oh, that Grant Gustin sent out?
Yeah. It was like a little video or something.
Yeah, I think I saw, he posted on his Instagram too, so I probably
they might have taken that and put it on Twitter. The fans and stuff.
Where like when he was hanging up his suit for the last time?
When he said, I just did my last.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He said, I'm officially done. Yeah. I almost cried. Like, no lie, I almost cried watching that. Like, he was officially done.
I think I cried. I think I got a little emotional watching that.
I got emotional.
We'll talk more about all of that stuff. We'll talk more about all of that stuff on the actual last episode.
I got emotional when Ollie hugged Diggle.
Aw, yeah. Because I want to save, a lot of those thoughts and like an overview, like everything of the show for that.
Totally.
But everybody knows how we feel about it. So
yeah. Okay, so I guess we
until next time.
it all out.
Keep believing in the
in the
impossible.
impossible.